of me wanted to never raise my hand to get back at Daniel for that joke last week of saying that I had the invitation as I walked through the back door. But I'm a better person than that, so. But starting off, I do need to make a little confession to everyone. I'm a little more nervous to do the invitation tonight than I have been in a long time, probably since the first time I did it. And the first time I did it when I was a teenager, I broke down in tears in the middle of it. And the reason being is I had to do math for tonight's invitation. That I sat down and I started to think about it, about the idea of how many Wednesday night invitations I have listened to in my life. And so, like I said, be kind to the Aggie if my math is wrong. But I am 28 years old, I think. And if we look at a 52-week calendar year, over my lifetime, now granted, again, I couldn't get too far into it to take, all right, if I was sick on average this many times in my life, how many I would have missed. But I've had the opportunity in my life to listen to 1,456 Wednesday night invitations. And just to go through the congregation and give you an idea, if you're wondering how many Wednesday night invitations have I had the opportunity to listen to, if you are 10 years old, you've had the opportunity to listen to 520. If you're 20, that'd be 1,040. 30 years old would be 1,560. 40 years old would be 2,080. 60 years old, it would be 3,120. 70 years old, you'd be at 3,640. And if you were at 80 years of age, you'd be at 4,160. And the reason, when I was thinking about this, what I found interesting too was when I think about how many of them have changed my life. How many times have I sat in a audience listening to a Wednesday night invitation, and has it caused an impact or has it changed something about my life? And if I'm honest with myself, the number that I have heard probably significantly outweighs the number that have impacted my life. And I say that not to be a Debbie Downer about offering invitations, but I think it's important to remember the fact that all it takes is one of these. All it takes is one Wednesday night invitation to have an impact on someone's life that will change it for the better for the rest of their life. And so I point that out to say this about Wednesday night invitations. I know in the sales world that if we looked at what we call like our closing rate based upon Wednesday night invitations, you'd probably say it's time to get a new closing method. But I think the fact that we continue every Wednesday night, and you could also say every Sunday morning when we listen to a sermon, and even every Sunday, or we don't meet on Sunday evenings, but if we did, anytime an invitation is offered, we find it so important to offer that invitation because of the impact that it can have on someone's life. And so tonight, in closing, I don't think there's many words that I could put together better than to offer the invitation that God offers in Matthew chapter 11. Verses 28 to 30, he says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is comfortable and my burden is light." So once again, we offer an invitation to anyone who may be here in the audience this evening. If you have need to respond to it, we'd ask that you come now as we stand and sing.